Hi everyone, it's Deb. I'm here with alternatives for Kisses and Hugs, the January paper pumpkin kit. So if you got that kit, and I've already done the unboxing video and made the cards as intended, which are these lovely cards here. They're really cute. They're like a tri-fold heart, which fit in the envelopes they provided up and down like this. They will not go in sideways. And then the other one is the very vanilla color. And that is what we did there. But let me show you what I've come up with for alternatives. I think I have 8 or 10, something like that. And I still have 5 of the card bases left. And a good many bits. This one I messed up, but don't throw it out if you do that, because you can use the white. I have 1 vellum, I have 2 blushing bride, 3 blushing bride, and a whole bunch of these white with gold hearts, which are really nice. So I'll use them again sometime. Don't know when. And of course the stamp set, I still have some bling. I have 2 arrows and 1 of the little squares left. Glue dots, and I do have some dimensionals, but I use some of my own big regular size dimensionals. So let me get the cards that I made and we'll just walk through them. Cards and items. The first 2 I did on I made 6x6 cards. I made 2 of them. Now I don't have envelopes for these, so I'm gonna have to take a piece of designer paper, and I still have my envelope punch board, which Stampin' Up does not sell anymore, but I'll be making envelopes for 6x6 envelopes, either with that or by following some instructions on a video somewhere. So what I did is I cut down the envelope on this one. Let me put this one aside. This is the inside of an envelope, and I don't have an extra here to show you because I do, but well, let me pull one of these cards out that I have tucked in an envelope. So this is the inside of the envelope. So what you do is you basically take a very little strip off each side, and then this opens up, and you can see, hopefully, that there's X's and O's all the way down. So you get a rather large strip. Now I did cut here, I think. So I still have where the crease is. And I don't know, yeah, it's right here. And then down to here. So I took from here down to this crease, and then I used this part, and actually I used this part for other cards. All right. This ribbon is in the annual catalog. Things are sticking together here for some reason. It was the fine art ribbon, and it's in the annual catalog on page 139. It's just called Gold Fine Art Ribbon. It has texture to it. And I made an X with it and just cut angles on the ends. Now this does fray a little bit. Then I put down 1 of the vellums and 1 of the white with gold on top of that. Bumped that up and just stamped these 3 little things, the heart, the dots, and the sending you love on that heart. And on the inside, just a little strip of the envelope that I had. So that's that first 6x6. The second one, I took 3 hearts, cut them apart, and layered them. But before I put them on, I stamped with the heart outline stamp that came in the kit in gray granite. I stamped the arrow under the XOXO, and I did put some bling on. So I just layered these on here on top, the stamping around the edges. And inside on this one, I have 1 little strip of the envelope, and I stamped 4 hearts in gray granite. So those are okay, right? Those were my first ones. Something different. And if you're going to hand one to somebody, you don't need an envelope really, but I prefer to make envelopes, so I'll be doing that. The next thing I did was I made a tag. So I cut 1 of the hearts off. So I just have the plain and the striped. I put 1 of the other hearts on. Now I switched to Blushing Bride to go with the paper. Just stamped For You and the little heart. And then this trim is out of our annual catalog as well. I thought I had it out here. Here it is. It's Simply Elegant trim. It's on page 140. of the annual catalog, or also on page 68 to 69. It comes with gold and silver, and I clearly used the gold and just I punched a little hole with a hole puncher I have. That's not, it actually was Stampin' Up, but it's a 1/8 inch hole puncher. This is a little loose, and it does open like that. So that is the next project, just a little tag to put on a gift or something, or a gift bag. And then the next one is this one. Now this was the flap of that envelope. I cut 2 envelopes, that's it. This is basic black cardstock. Now in the stamps, let me find them. Hi kitty, my kitty's here. I wanted to show you something. There's a stamp that says love you. I cut it apart, and it's looking like it's not cut right, but it is. You can see there's the U and here's the love. I was going to mask it, but I wanted to put multiple loves on here, so I would have had to keep taking the tape off and putting a new one on every time I stamped. I stamped in Versamark with just the love part, and then I heat embossed with gold metallic embossing powder. This is the flap of the one envelope, which I put over the edge. I stamped the X and the O, and then this was one of the hearts out of the kit that was Flirty Flamingo to match the envelopes. Sending You Love, which I just stamped in black to bring out the black in the card, and then I just put a bunch of the bling on. So Sending You Love, and there's lots of love in the background. And then inside I put a piece of Very Vanilla, and this was one strip off the envelope. And I have an envelope here that goes perfectly well with that card. So I thought that was really cute. Let me put my love and you back on here. I just wanted just the word love on it and not the you when I was doing that. So, and then the next one is Flirty Flamingo, and I paired them up with the envelopes that were left. This ribbon, okay, this is another piece of envelope, so this is probably this part with these edges. I'm not sure. This might be the second envelope and only this part here, because the next envelope, I'm pretty sure I used this piece. I mean the next cards. I'll show you that in a minute. I used a different ribbon here. It is the gold. This carried over to 2022 from the August-December 2021 mini. It was in the Blackberry Beauty Suite. It's just called Gold Shimmer Ribbon, 3/8 inch. I know this had been not available for a while, but I think it might be back in now. I'm not positive. You'd have to check. The item code is 156470. It is a thinner ribbon, but very shimmery. To show you the difference in some of these ribbons, the golds that we have. This is the one I used on that first 6x6 card. It has a lot of texture, and it's more of an open weave. This one is shiny and thinner and has edges on it. And then we also have this one, which I didn't use this time, which is a thinner, very pretty. It's on page 140 of the annual, 152, 156, and that is called Gold Shimmer Ribbon also, which I think this is, yeah, this one's called Shimmer Ribbon 3/8 inch. This is Shimmer Ribbon 1/4 inch, but it is definitely a different ribbon. This is more of a satiny feel, where this one, sort of a satiny feel, but it's got edges. Feels thinner to me. And then we have the open weave one. So we have those golds plus the gold trim that I showed you. All right, so I just put that across the envelope piece, glued it down, glued another one of the hearts down, took one of the little squares in the kit. I did use Flirty Flamingo ink and stamped For You, which is a different stamp set in the kit. And then the 3 blings, and inside I put Sending You Love on a piece of Very Vanilla. Okay. And the next one, again, uses a piece of envelope. Remember, I only cut up 2 envelopes. So this is this piece here, but with this these strips are like doubled. I don't know if you can see. They, you know, you have to cut down here, and I actually cut off the curved part on here. So I used the inside of the envelope. I took the two of the gray granite arrows and turned them upside down and faced them going different directions. Another piece of the vellum, another white with gold, and just sending you love, friend, and 2 of the little hearts, and then some bling. So a very easy card, A2 size, nothing on the inside of that one. I think maybe I just forgot to put something, but it's okay. You don't always have to have something on the inside, but I usually try to. So another easy alternative. On the next one, I went Blushing Bride, and this is one of the heart, card pieces cut off. I just tried to round the edge here a little bit more than it was. When you cut it, it was squared off like. Again, vellum, one of the Blushing Bride hearts, the outline heart of Blushing Bride, and Sending You Love stamped. If I would do that again, I'd probably still do the outline heart in Blushing Bride, but I would use the gray granite or even gold heat embossed, the Sending You Love. And it was missing something, so before I glued all that down, I just took the little dots that are in the stamp set right here and made my own background, just all dots around the back, and that added some texture to it, and nothing on the inside of that. I'd probably put a piece of Very Vanilla in there or something, and maybe just stamp a heart or 2, or an XOXO. Okay, so that's another easy alternative. Now the next one is a little bit different. This was, okay, this must have been the other piece. This is this part here from one of the 2 envelopes I cut. I ran it through an embossing folder, which is from the Dottie Hearts. It's this one here. I really like that embossing folder because it's not directional. It's not 3D, so it's not deep, but it just leaves you little perforated dots like. And you could use the side that doesn't have texture, but I like the side with texture. This is a Very Vanilla A2 card, so 8.5 by 11. These are just 2 of the squares left. I have 1 more of those left. Another gold heart bumped up on dimensionals. Now here, I used one of the heart punches out of the Heart Punch Duo pack in the annual catalog. I don't know how long that's going to stay around because it's been around for a while now, and but I love those. It has the scalped heart and the other one. It's not quite the same shape as the hearts here, but I'm okay with that. And then I did heat emboss in gold, Sending You Love, and then the inside is this part from that one where I said I cut it to here. Well, this is the flap, and I just put it on the inside of the card to give it a little something. So that is that one, and I think that came out cute. I like the Flirty Flamingo color. Oh, and that Flirty Flamingo, that was out of one of the Flirty Flamingo hearts in the kit. So I couldn't waste that heart, so I punched another heart just out of white cardstock, stamped on it Sending You Love, and the little heart, and put it inlaid into the heart that I die cut this heart out of. But it was a little too plain on just a white card base. It's actually Flirty Flamingo card base with a piece of basic white. So I took my Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Right marker and flicked little specks all over the background. Can you see that? To give it a little something something. If you don't want to do that or don't have the Stampin' Right, you can again use the little dots in the stamp and just go all over, or however many you'd like on there. And then this time I used the silver twine trim, not twine, out of the Simply Elegant trim from the annual catalog. and just put a little bow at the top there. The silver doesn't quite go with the gold in the envelope, but you know, I could instead put this with a basic white envelope, and that would be fine too, and then use this for something else. And then the last full-size card is this one. It just so happens that our Sale-a-bration Many Marvelous papers has a Flirty Flamingo / Blushing Bride color paper. So I again used the Flirty Flamingo. This is on basic white thick cardstock. I stamped a little heart with the arrow inside. I wrapped the white seam binding ribbon in the annual catalog, and you could color that to Flirty Flamingo if you wanted to, but I didn't feel like it. Actually says Whisper White, but it's on page 139 of the annual catalog. Crinkled seam binding ribbon, 1/4 inch. Very versatile ribbon. I hope they keep that around like forever, but that usually isn't the case. It's a nice thin ribbon, so I wrapped it around, tacked it down on back of the Marvelous paper, and then I did a fake bow right here of this in the same ribbon. Stamped Love You Friend in Flirty Flamingo. Very simple card, but nice for, sometimes you don't really need super duper fancy cards for Valentine's and stuff, right? Or love cards. So that's that one. And then I went a little different. I had cut apart some of those cards, so I thought, well, let me see what I have. Well, what I have is a couple packs open and one unopened pack of Assorted Memories and More cards. And in the open ones, I had used most of the large cards, but not the small ones. Here's one of the open packs that are this size, they fit the 3x4 Memories and More cards, and then there's little envelopes to go with them. But I had, I still have some big ones in that one, but I had another pack that's all that's left of it is those two. So anyway, and those are the larger ones. So these are in the annual catalog on page 127. They're in where the Memories and More items are, not back where the envelopes and cards are on page 130, I think. They're right here, Assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes. They're $10.50, and you get 20 card bases and envelopes, 10 small 3x4 inch and 10 large 4x6 inch. So we do have 4x6 inch Memories and More cards also, which, by the way, will fit the paper that's in the Hello Beautiful, the Abstract Beauty set in the mini catalog, just to let you know. Anyway, I cut the hearts in half, and I just glued them down and stamped For You in Blushing Bride, and then made little note cards to go with gifts or whatever, and put the little hearts on the envelopes front and back, and made 2 sets of 3 little envelopes, little note cards, which you could give in gift bags. They'd be nice for gift bags kind of thing, right? So that's it. And then on these, I used the other half of them and just put it on the other side and put the For You on the other side. Did the same treatment with the envelopes with the little hearts and tied them up. So you could either give a set of 3 or 6 as a gift, or you could just use them for little gift cards for gift bags, which is probably what I'll do. I'm not sure yet. So that is it. Those are my alternatives for the January paper pumpkin kit called Kisses and Hugs. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't feel like anything here is super hard, but that's okay. I like this one, these two actually I like the best. I don't think they're super hard, but it'll use a little imagination. Cut up an envelope or 2. I cut 2, and maybe make some unusual size cards like these 6x6 ones, which you need to make your own envelopes for or buy them separately. And yeah, that's what we end up with. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some inspiration for using this kit. If you're not already subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, sorry, do subscribe by the 10th of next month for the February kit, which is going to be a safari kind of based kit. And there's probably videos coming out soon, if they're not already, by Stampin' Up on that on their channel. And I showed you a flyer on my Thursday night live. And then it's $22 a month, but it's sale-a-bration time till February 28th. So if you get a 3, 6, or 12-month prepay subscription to Paper Pumpkin, you can get free product from sale-a-bration, either 1 item, 2 items, or whatever, depending on which level. 3-month subscription, you get one level 1, we call it, item free from sale-a-bration, like the mini marvelous paper, for example, would be a good one. And there's other colors in that. I just happen to use this one, which has that design on the side. All right, or there's other things, stamp sets and things that I've been using throughout the month of January and will continue to use in February till they sell out. That's the thing, they're available till they sell out. Alrighty, well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. This is the 30th of January when this is being put up. We only have one more day to January, and do come back on the 31st. I have my color combo challenge or collab. It's not really a collab anymore because nobody's participating but me. But see what I used for January. And then on Tuesday, I'm starting a new series called 2 on Tuesday, birthday cards. So come see what I make for that as well. And then I'll be back on Thursday Night Live, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to do that every week. I had one hiccup already this year because I was not well. But I'm back on schedule. I was live last Thursday. I'll be live this Thursday. Hope to see you then. And I'll showcase lots of wonderful products that Stampin' Up has. All right. Bye for now.